from the easiest case, that actually the first case I work on is sales forecasting. Sales forecasting, traditionally, they are conducted by the corporate headquarters. They have a business team crunching the data from the past years, market conditions, things like that. They do the top-down approach. They try to forecast how much sales they're going to generate for the next fiscal year for a specific brand. This approach is definitely, it works for the reason being that it's very meticulously conducted. The downside is that it doesn't really provide a lot of granularity. At most, you can probably do it at the national level, but you won't be able to break it down into like a regional, district, or territory level, or even at an account level to give you the number. And part of the challenges is really about what we call the small data problem, where you don't have aggregated volume from the sales over a long period of time. The traditional regression model will not converge. So that's the challenges or the deficiencies that some companies try to overcome.
So sorry, let's take a step back. So you said there's, when it's basically, in corporate functions today, I understand they take a little more of a high level approach, what have we done, where have we sold, how much market share have we captured, and, what are the competitors, and then in the future, they basically want to forecast, okay, for the existing drug, if we put X many salespeople, have Y dollars in marketing, we can sell Z percentage more. Is that right? And you're saying that is not enough because you want to do this a little more bottom up from a regional or an account level. And I'm not sure why that is important. I mean, as long as you're getting to that insight, hey, we can still sell more. Why is it important to get to that regional or account level?
So yeah, so it's more like a directional type of strategic planning. So they currently use that for financial planning at a really, really high level for the whole brand. But for the salespeople to execute their day-to-day activities, who to target, who to talk to, how do they allocate their time, they don't have the visibility of their sales forecasting of their own territories. And that's why they want to have some tool that they can help them provide another perspective of the sales forecasting from bottom up, from the sales data they have, or more like at least the double insurance, a triangulation of the forecasting that they can use at the high level, at the corporate level. And two, it can be a technical tool for the salespeople to understand what sales is gonna change in the next fiscal year or even month by month, so that they can better targeting their time on those high value clients, high value accounts, instead of wasting time on those accounts who might have already passed the adoption curve. For any product, there's a S curve of adoption. Once you already passed that acceleration, it's already plateaued. Then you don't have to spend a lot of time chasing after those accounts. So that's really the motif behind.
But where does machine learning? I mean, a lot of consulting firms do this. I used to work for a management consulting firm. You don't necessarily require super sophisticated machine learning algorithms to do this. I mean, if you have the client's data, I mean, you can crunch this in Excel and you can basically figure out which accounts are doing well on a month-by-month basis, or year-over-year basis, or month-over-month basis, where you should focus. So where exactly is machine learning here?
So machine learning comes into play primarily to deal with the small data problem where the traditional regression cannot converge. So if you are working with, for example, at a more granular level, like a territory level, you might have accounts that the physicians only prescribe a few drugs through the years for like cancer drugs or something like that. Traditional model won't be able to give you any insight. Using machine